So this part of the demonstration will walk you through what it is like to experience a Qualtrics survey either on desktop or on mobile. A few things to note: the survey itself can be branded and is adaptable to your own fonts, colours, and of course is flexible in terms of how you want to display questions, which we'll go through later. You'll also note that the Qualtrics survey is accessible across languages, so we use Google Translate, but you can also use your own translators to translate into multiple languages, and this includes right-to-left script as well. Now, in terms of the questions, each of the questions we'll see here are WCAG certified, so will be accessible on screen readers, are tabbable, and should use the right fonts, etc. Now, in this case, I'm going to show you an NPS question. So how likely are you to recommend the RNIB to a friend or colleague? This is typically a 0 to 10 scale. Depending on how I respond to this question, for example, if I give a low score, a score between 0 to 7, I will be followed up with a specific follow-up question in this case. So give more details as to why you do not recommend the RNIB. So we're using things like conditional logic here to personalize that experience for the survey respondent. Now, in this case, I could give a very unhelpful open text response to this question. I could say it's difficult, and I continue on with the survey. Now, Qualtrics has also developed artificial intelligence here to pick up when an answer to a survey isn't so useful or it's not very actionable. So if we give a one-word response in this case, it's actually prompting me here to provide a little bit more detail or to give an example. So we have an additional box, like a tooltip, to tell us to give us a little bit more information to expand on this open text answer. Essentially, we're encouraging the respondent to give us as high quality open text response as possible. So I could say it is very difficult to find information on the web page as an example. Now, this is really to go through the variety of questions that we have, but as we proceed through the survey, we can see options such as drag and drop or ranking type questions, which include an other box. An other box in this case is where we have other and the opportunity to give it a little bit more information. So in this case, I've given examples such as which features do you value the most, and rank these in order. So social media outreach, podcast, online research, and other. In this case, I might input something like, and perhaps I also appreciate the blog or the personalized outreach, etc. Again, this is to go through the variety of questions that are possible within Qualtrics, some of which are a little bit more advanced. So we have the possibility of side-by-side questions. Essentially gives you the option to ask two questions in one. So where we have a question such as, how would you rate each of the following features? On one side, I have the scale of how satisfied I am. And then beside this, I can also rank each of these features in terms of ease of use as well. So for example, when it comes to the Facebook page, I mark this as highly satisfied, but I can also rank it as something that's either very easy or very difficult to use. So it's enabling you to get a lot more information from one question and preventing having to ask too many questions around the same features. Now, in this follow-up question, we have the ability to enable participants to record a video or to record audio. So Qualtrics has inbuilt video recording features. So I can give permission to the survey interface to allow me to record either a short audio clip or a video clip directly. Now, this will just require me to share microphone permissions and a camera permission. But again, it's a way to get very high quality, more qualitative responses from participants. Just to note, once all of this is captured, Qualtrics also automatically transcribes all of this data and also performs automated topic and sentiment analysis on this qualitative data as well. We also have the option to upload files into the survey, whether that's an audio or a video file, or we can also upload other types of documents such as PDFs, etc. as well. And in this final question, I'm asking, do you wish to take part in the RNIB panel? So if I select yes on this multiple choice question, it'll automatically bring me to the next stage, which is essentially a form field for me to fill out. However, if I select no, I can simply be skipped out of the survey. So again, we're using things like logic to route individuals through the survey in a very particular way. So in this case, I select yes, and as I do that, it's going to follow up with a question, asking me to fill out my name, email, postal code, etc. We can also set up workflows after this so that if someone consents to take part in a panel and they give their contact details, we can automatically put them into a contact list or a mailing list to allow us to do more panel-based research with those participants.